Welcome to the limited series for March of 2017. I remember when we were doing them, ushering in the new millennia at 2000. That was only 17 years ago. What are you doing? First he puts the fake, you probably had it, I don't know, never mind.
1977,
1977, March.
So why did they call it White Riesling? It's just a brand name, basically, kind of like Fumé Blanc.
Kind of like Pinot Chardonnay, you know.
Right.
I mean,
yeah,
well, Fumé Blanc really has no wine correspondence whatsoever other than Puy Fumé in France.
Right.
Robert Mondavi coined that term, you know.
But so we did that, and then we did that Bruy, which is amazing because I could never afford a Bruy now, though we've had some pretty good wines.
Well, no, we got it. Well, in the classic series, no,
yeah.
Of course not. You know, I mean,
This is
you
amazing.
could afford it if that's the only wine you sent them.
Yeah, right. So we have another Beaujolais here.
This, Beaujolais, it's
so underrated.
It's like German Riesling. You know, people go, "Oh, Beaujolais, it's light, fruity, yeah, sure," and then they taste it, go, "This is really nice."
Chateau Gimarets. And it's Moulin Avant.
Moulin Avant is probably the beefiest of all the crus.
You know, it's got this is Beaujolais, right? I'm getting this amazing gigantness.
Yeah, I can see where you get that, which is a Côte de Rhône. No, none of the same grapes at all, but because this is 100% Beaujolais. But
not on the palate, but in the nose.
But it's also
this is so good.
It's delicious. I mean,
this is from Claire, right?
Yeah, no, it's not from Claire.
Imported wine. Oh no, it's not. It's Wine Situation.
Wine Situation. Now there's a name for you.
But 91 on the Spectator.
Really?
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting because he's Christophe Laurent, who used to be a somm in Monaco at one of Alain Ducasse's restaurants, and he's now selling wine. But why he came up with the wine? It's not Wine Situation. The company's name is Wine Situation.
Oh yeah, I know.
What?
Don't ask. Okay.
CWS.
Don't ask, don't tell. Okay.
I mean, I'm giving this a 98 because we don't get to do Beaujolais that often, and this is a great opportunity to taste it here in the limited series.
Absolutely fabulous. $24.99 on the shelf, $50.99 reorder price. Killer price. Absolutely killer. This almost is starting to take on some components of red Burgundy.
Yeah, that's it's down the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. I love that blueberries and that blackberry, and then there's a little earthiness in there.
More leg of lamb.
All right, so here's a fun 2014 Crianza.
Oh yeah, boy.
Is this from what's his name, Misa?
I don't know. I did Spanish wines in my class.
So Crianza is what, 18 months in oak or 24 months in oak?
Well,
2 years in the bottle or something?
No. I don't think it's that much. I think it's minimum 9 or 12.
No, it's more than that.
Well, because in 2 years you're talking Reservas, and then 3 or 4 years you're Grand Reservas. But it's funny about the oak component. You use American oak, number one, which is much more diffusive than French oak. But it's Tempranillo, and Tempranillo can handle oak almost as well as any grape there is.
Wow, this is a great example, but God, the longevity of this wine. Mm-hmm. I want to taste this in 10 years. Ton of fruit, great balance, lots of acid.
Beautiful wine.
And you're right, the oak is sort of bright vanilla oak.
Yeah, it's very bright. It's also got a little rose petal in there and some cranberry. The cranberry is probably due to the Grenache, because they can use up to 20% Grenache, I think, in this. Garnacha, they call it, actually. And it's actually a Spanish grape.
I'm intrigued with this because of its the depth, the approachability now, and then the acid fruit balance.
It's got decades to go.
It's
decades.
Great.
I mean,
it's another 98 for me. I'm impressed.
I'm there. Yeah, I mean, $24.99, $15.99 on the shelf. You just go buy wines like this for $16.
Not really, Ed.
I give up. No, not really. Absolutely not. Without question. I'm sticking to my guns on that one.
So, Monday, the 13th, I am meeting up with famed director David Zucker of Naked Gun and Airplane fame.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We are shooting 3 Wine of the Month Club wine spoofs, 45 seconds each. Mm-hmm. Very funny scripts. Soon to be released, as soon as we finish it. Okay, so When I first started Wine at the Meth Club, the first job that my dad said, I want you to help me find is I want to do an Orvieto. And I don't think I've done 2 since then.
One of the most undersung wines in the world. I mean, it comes from Umbria, and the Umbrians think of themselves as the Rodney Dangerfield of Italy, okay? Because Umbria is the only state in Italy that does not have a coast. It's completely landlocked. It's in the center of Italy, just above Tuscany. And of course, Tuscany, which has Chianti and Brunello,
And it's huge.
you know, and huge,
Well, Umbria's
gets no, Umbria is not that big. I mean, the whole country's not that big.
Yeah,
but they, you know, so they get no respect because what do they make? They make Orvieto, and so somebody very enterprising decided, yeah, we're sick and tired of this. So they have a native grape there called Sagrantino, which you never saw until about 10 years ago. And Arnold Capri started to make Sagrantino in the old, very expensive way, and he made an unbelievable wine.
And we've seen some of them now.
We're seeing them come now.
Even domestic ones. Remember we did Dernier Hand Days?
Oh, yeah, I think he's the only guy that has Sagrantino in the world other than in Umbria.
But this is interesting because it's Trebbiano Blanc Toscano, which is the main probably grape of Orvieto, but Grigio, which I love indigenous white Italian grapes. I just think they're so interesting.
Vernaccia, Vermentino,
But
Grigio.
they threw in some Chard and some Sauvignon Blanc, and I don't get that in here, but it's just as a blend.
That's because it's picked early to give it that bright acidity, and that's what you get. And then you get this piquant fruit, a little pineapple, a little guava, and it's just
I'm
absolutely.
giving that a scale of white wines that we featured this month. I give it a 98. I think
$24.99 on the shelf, $13.99. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'm so excited to find an Orvieto, particularly this one.
I'm there. I'm 98 too. I mean, I'm loving this wine.
This is now this is not available. No, this is available.
Oh, okay. Then we're not drinking it.
You can get it.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure, but it's available. Pinot Grigio from Puglia. Now, this is why I bought this. Because it was available. No, because it was Puglian, which is the southeast.
Yeah, it's the heel of the
part
boot.
of the heel of the boot.
It's actually the heel of the boot there.
And talk about Dangerfield of thing. Puglia was known for its bulk large
wine.
quantity wines, but this they've tightened up their act. And Pinot Grigio normally comes from above Venice, where it's in the Veneto, where everybody buys it from. But that's why I bought this. I thought, how interesting.
Well, they grow Pinot Grigio everywhere. It's the most planted white grape in the country. Well, no, actually Trebbiano is, but it's a delicious wine. And
But the reason I bought it, stylistically, it's different than its counterparts from the north. It's fuller bodied. It's got more middle palate. It's got a different color.
yeah, it does have. Look at the legs on this sucker, though.
Yeah, the color's different.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was a very interesting juxtaposition of what the typical, and I can't stand the Santa Margarita, which are also $24.99 on the shelf, but this is only $13.99.
$13.99 reorder price is killer, and I'm doing a 95. And that's it.
96.
And that's our show. Limited series for March.
Boy, this just hangs around too.
Yeah, it really does. Kind of like me.
Yeah, that's true. Cheers.